Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to give you an update on the Williamsfield to Hodges leg of the southern of Highway 2000 or the PJ Patterson Highway. So currently the highway runs from the entire length of the highway is to go from Kingston to Montego Bay. The highway is being built in pieces. So recently the Prime Minister announced that they're going to be building the highway from Williamsfield in Mandeville to Hodges in St Elizabeth. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we give you the update on that project, we're just going to run through the entire highway alignment for you. So the highway is going to run from Kingston to Montego Bay. It's going to be a toll road and it's part of Highway 2000. However, that highway was renamed the PJ Patterson Highway. So the section from Kingston to Maypen is finished. It's up and running and you pay toll and reach Maypen in no time. Then the government is building the Maypen to Williamsfield leg, and that is scheduled to finish in August of this year. And so they have announced that once that section is finished in August, that's the Maypen to Williamsfield, they are going to start working on the Williamsfield leg to Hodges in St Elizabeth. And they are currently working on the section of the highway from Montego Bay to Mount Pelion. So once those all those sections are completed, it would only be from Hodges in St Elizabeth to Mount Pelion left to build. So we're going to talk about the new section they're going to build starting later this year, which is from Williamsfield to Hodges in St Elizabeth. So we're going to go through an article that gives all the information. The government plans to extend the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project further westward from Williamsfield in Manchester to Hodges in St Elizabeth. Prime Minister the Most Honourable Andrew Holness, who made the disclosure in his contribution to the 2023-24 budget debate in the House of Representatives on Thursday, March 16th, said the scope of the project includes improvements of the existing road infrastructure as well as putting in bypass roads from Mandeville, Spurtree, Junction, Southfield, and Black River. These bypasses are necessary to ensure that we do not create bottlenecks which impede the flow of traffic and defeat the purpose of building the highway, he said. He noted that work on the current segment of the highway from Maypen to Williamsfield is 90% complete and is set to open in August. On completion, the highway will be the property of the Government of Jamaica, for which an operating concession will be negotiated. The Maypen to Williamsfield segment involves constructing approximately 23 kilometers of a 4-lane highway and upgrading approximately 5 kilometers of the existing Melrose Hill bypass to a 4-lane rural arterial divided highway. The Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project is being executed by the National Road Operating and Constructing Company (NROC), which is also undertaking construction of the $274.5 million Montego Bay Perimeter Road in St. James. The US $274 million project, for which ground was broken in July 2022, includes a perimeter road, Long Hill bypass, upgrades of West Green Avenue and Barnett Street, and a drainage study of the Montego Bay area. Work on the project is scheduled to start in July. After the 1-year design phase, citizens will see construction activities ramping up during the first quarter of the financial year 2023-24, the Prime Minister said. Pre-construction work already undertaken includes surveying soil testing, design provisions for a batching plant, and land acquisition. Turning to other road projects, the Prime Minister said work will commence shortly for a full grade separated interchange between the North-South Highway and the East-West Highway in the Caymanas vicinity. Pre-construction works are slated for 2023-24. This is just one step in the long-term plan to build out a fully connected road network across Jamaica that allows users to move seamlessly across the island, the Prime Minister said. Turning to the North Coast Highway, the Prime Minister said that based on the most recent traffic numbers, several areas along the highway have already exceeded the 15,000 vehicle per day threshold, which was contemplated in the original traffic studies, resulting in growing congestion. He noted that Sea Castles to Greenwood has the largest capacity deficit, and improving this corridor to 4 lanes would allow for an increase in the daily capacity to approximately 39,800 vehicles. He said the corridor does not have any major geometric constraints to improving the existing alignment. As it relates to the Discovery Bay to Salem segment, the Prime Minister noted that there are several entry and exit points and encroachments and limited reservations that constrain capacity and the potential for widening the corridor to 4 lanes. Therefore, a bypass option is being considered. Alright, so that's the end of the article. So that basically gives you an update on a few projects. Now, a lot of people think these highways belong, the North-South Highway, what we started the article about. That road belongs to the Jamaican government. However, a concession was given to a foreign company, first a French company and then China Harbour Engineering Company, to collect toll on the road. So the way it worked is, and we have other videos up going into it in more detail, the foreign company put up the money, for instance, to build the highway and then collect toll from persons who use the road to pay back for the highway. So that is the model they're using to build this highway. And that's why the Prime Minister said the Jamaican government owns the highway and the foreign company is going to collect toll on it to pay back for the building of the highway, but the Jamaican government owns the highway. Now, it's good that they're building out the Williamsfield to Hodges leg of the highway, because we need a highway. Jamaica is expanding rapidly. There's so much construction going on the North Coast. The airports are being expanded. Everything, Jamaica's economy is growing. So you need to get between the two cities easily and quickly. And you also need, there was talk once of building an airport in Williamsfield. And Williamsfield is in Clarendon, right on the outskirts of Maypen. So this highway would literally connect all 3 airports if they were to build the airport there. The Norman Manley Airport in Kingston, Williamsfield in Clarendon, and Montego Bay and the Kingston International Airport in Montego Bay. So it's very important. And Montego Bay is the second city in Jamaica, and Kingston is the largest and most populated city. Kingston is the capital. So with this highway finished, you can go between both cities quite easily. And you can also get to Portmore off the highway, and Portmore is a municipality. And basically, you'll be able to move literally, let's just assume Portmore is a city, between all 3 cities quite easily on this highway. So it's good that they're expanding it, and it's a pity that they're only going from Williamsfield to Hodges, because they're going to collect toll. So it's a pity they didn't just go from Williamsfield all the way up to Mount Peleo and bam, highway finished when that section is finished. But they're not doing it that way. So after they reach Hodges in St Elizabeth, they have to connect the Hodges in St Elizabeth to Mount Peleo. And then once that's done, the highway will be finished. And it's taken a long time, but as we said, it's a very expensive venture. But they do collect toll, so it's a pity they didn't just do it in one stretch. But it's going to happen, so we just have to be patient. Alright guys, we'll keep you updated on all the projects mentioned in this article. And they said though Maypen to Williamsfield leg will be finished in August of this year, so that's very practical because we have a lot of videos up showing the progress on that road, and we'll continue putting up videos. We're going to try and do it every week, but definitely every 2 weeks we will put up a video showing you the progress of that road. But there is another highway being built between Harborview and Portland, and it was said in this very same budget thing in March, that highway is going to finish April 2023, the section from the Harborview Bridge to the Yallus Bridge. So we will be making videos every week between now and the end of April to see if that's really going to happen. So keep watching the channel guys for those updates, and we'll see if these dates hold true. We'll also keep you updated on all the other projects, including the expansion of the Northern Coastal Highway that was mentioned. Any updates we get, we'll pass them on to you right away. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.